Now look here. I'm starting the session for today. Orane, am I audible? Sharmila, everyone, we are going for a revision bit of just salt third part. When then why of online? Okay, fine. We'll start the revision as fast as possible. Because we have discussed about acid and base, now it's time to understand about salt. Quickly, we'll start our recap. Okay. So, okay, now look here. Salts are compound formed by partial or total replacement of ionizable hydrogen atoms. So here we know that when the salt formation is there. Already in the chapter, Ashmita, good evening, madam. So already in the chapter we have studied that the salt formation is acid and base. Whenever they react, salt formation is there. Okay. So now, is it visible? Okay, from me it is not, my eyesight. So, sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid, when they react, what salt is barium? Barium sulfate is obtained. So that is exactly a type of salt. So sodium hydroxide, sodium bisulfate and sodium sulfate. Sodium bisulfate and sodium sulfate, they are different type of salt formed. So a salt and ionic compound. Salt will always be ionic. So both acid, base and salt all can conduct electricity. Understood not? So all can conduct electricity. Acid, bases, and salt all can conduct electricity. So we know because the most important part is they are ionizable and they are exactly making ions. Understood not? So they can be converted into ions. They are ionizable. So this is the most important part. So now salt is an ionic compound which dissociate in water to a positive ion other than hydrogen and negative ion other than hydroxyl. So, but in acid we know that H plus is obtained. In bases we know that OH minus is obtained. But in salt we know that they can be ionized. H plus and OH minus will not be obtained. H plus and OH minus will not be obtained. Jividan, everybody, please listen very carefully. So now we will go for nomenclature of salt. In case of hydra acids, means the acids which is having hydrogen. What it is having? Hydrogen. The salt end with I. Quickly note down the shortest part. In case of hydra acids, so the most important sections are in case of hydra acids, the salt end with I. Example, potassium chloride. Always remember. So if hydra acids means the acids which are having hydrogen, when they will be the acids which are having hydrogen, when they will be exactly making salt. So once they are making the salt name will be end with chloride. Ide will be there. Hydra acids are making exactly salt called as hides. Understood? So potassium chloride in case of oxy acid. So oxy acids or oxa acids, it is suffix is us. So how it is exactly going to be? Us. The salt end with I. Understood? And it in ik. The salt end with ik. So definitely you need to check oxa acid parts. Understood? If the suffix is us, the salt end with I. Note down. If the suffix is us, the salt end with I. These are shortcut tricks. And if it is ik, it will end with ik. So please kindly note down. This is nomenclature of salt. And we know when a salt is formed when acid and base react with each other. So the reaction of acid and base is forming salt. The reaction of acid and base is forming salt. This is very, very important. The reaction of acid and base is forming salt. I hope you might have understood. So acid and base, whenever they react with each other, they are making salt. Very good. They are making what? They are making salt. So in case of acid and base, whenever acid and base is reacting, they are making called in case of acid and bases, they are making salt. Fine. So now look here. This part is over. We will go for the next one. Now check this one out. Nomenclature of salt. How to name salt. This is exactly naming of salt is called as nomenclature. I told you when we will be talking about hydroacid, the salt is ide. Understood or not? And in case of oxyacids, it will be like check here oxychlorous acid, potassium chloride, chloric acid, potassium chloride. So naming generally they will not be asking you. Okay. So they will not be asking you naming, but see, because naming no, their main focus will be washing soda and all that corners where the questions are again and again asked. Understood or not? So this is one of the most important. So family of salt. So how many family of salts are there? Let's check the family of salts. Note down. So family of sodium salts. How many family of sodium salts means the family of sodium element will be there. Then it is called as family of sodium salts. See NaCl, Na2SO4, NaNO3. Understood or not? Sodium sulfate, sodium chloride, sodium nitrate. So these are actually the family of salts. These are what? Family of salts. Now family of chloride salts. So what is the meaning of family of chloride salts? So family of chloride salts, if somebody will be asking, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, magnesium chloride. So these are family. So definitely they will be named like that only. Chloride only will be the one basic section will be written. Understood or not? Now classification of salt. See, understand one thing that when somebody will be asking you about classification of salt. So salt can be classified into four types. Understood? So I'm going to classify the salt: simple salt, double salt, mixed salt. This is exactly an complex salt. So four types of salts are there: simple salt, double salt, mixed salt, and complex salt. How many type of salts are there? Simple salt, double salt, mixed salt, and complex salt. So now I am going to discuss some very important point. Fine. So simple salt, complex salt, mixed salt, and double salt. But here, more than that part, simple salt, double salt, mixed salts, that is a different type of salts. But how we are making salt now? The salt will be totally dependent upon the four different types. Now understand. He's in home. I told you. You did not listen me. Understood. He's in home and he messaged me that he is joining online because it is raining. And all the frogs in rain, they will be in water. Puddling, digging, digging, digging. Understood. So definitely family of salt. I know, sir. That is book only. So now look here, we will talk about the family of salts. The family of salts, somebody will be asking strong acid. Strong acid will react with strong base. Acid also strong, base also strong. That time salt will be neutral. Understood? Strong acid, weak base. So salt will be acidic. Always remember. Weak acid, strong base. Salt will be basic. Okay? Weak acid, weak base. Again, salt will be neutral. This is most important to be remembered. I hope you might have understood. Good evening, Ashish. So this is the most important to be remembered. If somebody will be asking you this, then you are going to answer like this: strong acid, strong base, neutral. The salt is coming as neutral. Nothing is there. Understood or not? Did you be able to write this one? Strong acid, strong base. Is it neutral? Yes, ma'am. It is neutral. Weak acid, weak base. What it is? Neutral. Weak acid, weak base. Neutral. Strong acid, strong base. Neutral. Understood or not? Weak acid, strong base. Salt is basic. Strong acid, weak base. That's it. So that's the most important part to be remembered. I hope you might have understood this one. And salt will be categorized into how many types? four types. Understood? Mixed, simple, double. These are exactly the quality of salt. Simple salt, double salt, mixed salt, and complex salt. So these are the four different types of salt. Simple salt. Simple salt can be, I told you just now, na? Salt can be either neutral. When we get neutral salt, strong acid, strong base. Weak acid, weak base. Salt will be neutral. Acidic salt. When strong acid, weak base. That time we are getting what? Acidic salt. Next part, strong base, weak acid. So basic salt. So this is exactly the most important part to be noted. Neutral salt. What is neutral salt? The salt where strong acid, strong base. Correct now? So we talked about neutral salt. Now here acidic salt. Acidic means strong acid, weak base. I have already discussed. Please write down the examples fast. Neutral salt, maximum salt. They will definitely ask this. Neutral salt. I gave example neutral salt. What is the example for neutral salt? Good evening, Vishwa. That is a case of neutral salt. Okay. Correct, boss. Afterward, don't blame me. I have given you a chance. Strong acid, strong base, neutral salt. Strong acid, strong base, neutral salt. These are exactly the type of salt. Simple salt only we are discussing right now. Double salt, mixed salt is not in the syllabus. Understood? Now look at acidic salt. When strong acid will be there and weak base will be there. See, strong acid is hydrochloric acid. Weak base is sodium, ammonium hydroxide. Understood or not? So ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. Ammonium hydroxide, tick, tick, tick from here, here. Fine. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. The salt obtained will be acidic salt. The salt obtained will be what beta? Acidic salt. Basic salt, if somebody will be asking you what examples of basic salt you are going to give. So if basic salt somebody will be asking you, then what answer you are going to say? Basic salt. The salt which are formed by reaction of strong base and weak acid. Strong base and weak acid is an example of basic salt. What example? Basic salt. Understood? That's an example of basic salt. Okay? Now next, Amakavya, correct only. So basic double salt, complex salt, mixed salt is not in your syllabus. So preparation of salt, how we can prepare salt. See, in preparation of salt, only one or two points is more than enough to remember. After that is not needed. Okay, so preparation of salt. In preparation of salt, you understand direct combination is there. Like in acid, direct combination was there, na? Huh? So here also we can directly combine iron and chloride. It is making iron chloride. Understood? By simple displacement, iron with HCl, iron chloride is obtained. Again, salt is obtained. Decomposition reactions are also making salt. Decomposition reactions are also making salt. So these are certain examples through which we are making salt. Decomposition of carbohydrate by acid is also making salt. Note down this one. These are the ways through which we are making salt. I hope you might have understood. So salt formation is like this. Ama? Yeah, neutralization, neutral reactions are salt formation. That salt obtained will be neutral salt. The salt obtained will be neutral salt. That's the neutralization reaction. Then strong acid is reacting with strong base. what you are getting? Strong acid reacting with strong base. You are actually getting neutral salt. I hope you might understand. The neutral salt will be like that only. Strong acid reacting with strong base. The salt obtained will be neutral salt. I hope you might have understood this one. One example, preparation of salt means combination reaction is enough to understand. Okay. Come on, children, go for it, please. Is it done? So by neutralization reaction is the most easiest one, combination reaction and neutralization reaction. They are obtaining what better? We are exactly getting what? Salts. Understood, Rajita? Write down at least 2, 3 examples. Preparation of salt means combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, and neutralization reaction. 4 are very, very easy. This is exactly going to work. Okay. So this 4 you will remember this examination before it will become easy for you. Just whatever I'm telling, that which is far more than enough to go with that. Understood? And easily we will be able to solve the questions because this is experiment based questions they will ask more. Understood or not? So experiment based questions means these are the parts they are going to ask more and more questions. I hope you might have understood. So acid, when neutralization reaction somebody will be asking. So here you see HNO3 and NaOH. So NaNO3 will be obtained with H2O. I hope you might have understood this one. Is it done? You have understood? Everybody understood how to go with this? Now we will go for the next one. Okay? This time you are writing the test. Is there any better? Are you performing better than before? Jyota? Now you are writing better than before tests in school. All the children is like now you are having a grip like how I am going to solve. Then now you are getting grip or not better. So now look here. So now examples, action of metal alkalis, these are too much, it is not needed. Preparation of insoluble salt is more than that, we don't need that. This question is not there for CBSE. We will go for our most important salts. Sodium chloride. This is one of the most important topic. And how many of you are present right now online? Say me hi quickly. Immediately say me hi. Sanjay is not online. So these are certain things which is very much needed. Now look here, sodium chloride salt. Okay, how sodium chloride salt is obtained? Now sodium chloride is called as common salt. It is also called as table salt or rock salt. It is also called as neutral salt. What it is called as neutral salt. Understood? So these are the names of sodium chloride. It is called as common salt, table salt or rock salt. Understood? Now after that, lab preparation. This is exactly one of the most expensive way of making. Understood now? Means simple way. Just kidding. So here sodium chloride can be obtained by reaction of aqueous sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. So strong acid and strong base will make it. Understood? Large scale production, how we are doing? Large scale production, we don't have to look forward for big things. Here common salt, sea water we are taking. Understood now? And we are mixing it with iodine and then we are making it iodized salt. And then we are serving it in market. Correct? No? So now common salt for underground deposits. So definitely they are called as rock salts. Correct now? So uses of common salt, it is used in cooking food, preservative, manufacturing also, melting of ice. So these are simple to remember. Correct now? They are used for making large number of chemical industries also. We are using sodium hydroxide means where more and more industrial uses of salt is there. Correct? So ice melting also we are putting salt means ice will melt. This is the second part. After that manufacturing of soap also, preservation in pickles also. So these are the ways through which we can utilize salt. Now look here, this is exactly brine. You know what is brine? See, this brine will be exactly used. This method is a very important method. Brine chamber. It is exactly yes, a saturated NaCl. What is the meaning of saturated NaCl? Brine solution. What is the word called brine solution? You remember brine. Brine is saturated NaCl. And how this saturated NaCl we are making? We will keep on adding salt in water. One stage will come when salt will not at all dissolve in water. Correct, na? Means one stage will come when the salt will not at all dissolve in water. Why? Because we know that water is having some pores inside it. So these pores will get filled up with salt. So once the gaps which filled up with salt, then after that there will be no space vacant. So if no space vacant will be there, at that particular moment what will happen? The salt will not disappear in water. The salt will sediment. That stage is called as what? That stage is called as brine solution. Understood or not? So here we are using brine. And brine is, and then conduction of current will be there. Understood or not? Two electrodes has been used, anode and cathode. You will see that salt, cathode at anode chlorine will be there, at cathode hydrogen gas will be there. Understood or not? And with that we are making what? NaOH formation is there, sodium hydroxide. So this is one single method through which salt we are using and we are generating chlorine, hydrogen and sodium hydroxide. So three things we are making with brine solution. We are allowing current to pass through it in this chamber. Understood or not? So this chamber, the reaction will be exactly doing. But here caustic soda NaOH will be obtained. What will be obtained? NaOH. Caustic soda will be obtained. They'll not be asking more about it, but yes, brine solution is one of the most important thing and it may come in your examination. So you be prepared. Yes, caustic soda is NaOH. What is the other name of caustic soda? The caustic soda actually, what is NaOH? NaOH is caustic soda. Remember the word NaOH is what? Caustic soda. NaOH is what? Caustic soda. So brine will pass through the diaphragm. This is the most important thing. Now uses of common salt just now we have discussed. Now let us see NaCl is used for raw material for chemicals. See NaCl, this is brine. Brine added and current pass with sodium hydroxide, chlorine and hydrogen gas will be there obtained. The process of electrolysis of sodium chloride solution is called as chloralkali process. What is the name called as? Chloralkali process. What is this name called as? Chloralkali process. Understood? Chloralkali process. So electrolysis of brine will be exactly making. So what is happening here? At cathode, hydrogen gas will be submitted. At anode, chlorine gas will be. At sodium chloride will be. Sodium hydroxide will be obtained as a byproduct. Understood or not? Now what are the uses of it? Hydrogen will be an excellent fuel. Correct. Second, it is margarine, ammonia for fertilizer. For fertilizers also it is used. Second is air water cleaning effect. Chlorine we are putting. Correct now. Swimming pool also PVC infectant, disinfectant, CFC pesticides everywhere. Chlorine formation. Chlorine will be used. Chlorine will be used. And here this is exactly using for soap, detergent making, paper making, all these artificial fiber industries, sodium hydroxide is used. So please see the uses one time. Now hydrochloric acid, when hydrogen and chlorine will join together. So first with salt we are making hydrogen and chlorine, then we are reacting hydrogen and chlorine. So what exactly they are making? Hydrochloric acid. And hydrochloric acid is used in many places. Correct, industries, means it is one of the most important. The cosmic industries, medicine industries, and ammonium chloride cleansing, what you call steel making, cleaning methods, all different. Clean steels making means here hydrochloric acid is used. One time see the chart very nicely and make the chart with you. It's better to make the chart with you for the final time because it's a very short process, but indeed it's a very good process. The chart is exactly explaining the entire thing. Yes, CaOCl2 is bleaching only. Then this is chlor-alkali process. This is a very important one. This process is called as what, beta? Chlor-alkali process. Remember this. This is called as what? Chlor-alkali process. What is the name given? Chlor-alkali process. Understood? Chlor-alkali process. Chlor-alkali process. Understood, Divya? Understood, beta? So now we will, Jyotam, understood, beta? Vivian, understood? Understood, beta? Nityash? Tanush, always Nityash is coming in my mind. Your name is Nityash. Now, beta, what is the meaning of water of crystallization, hydrated salt? What is this called as? Water of crystallization, hydrated salt. So, what is this meaning is? Water of crystallization or hydrated salt. How we are writing this words as? So now you understand that when with salt, water is exactly added as crystals. They are called as water of crystallization. Can you see here? CuSO4 dot 5H2O. CuSO4 dot 5:2. So copper sulfate dot 5:2. How many water molecules are there, beta? So there are some salt which contain few water molecules as an essential part. But this water will not be in the liquid state. In return, it will not be in the liquid state, it will be in the solid form. So it is called as water of crystallization. What it is called as, beta? Water of crystallization. Now beta, when we will dehydrate it, the water will disappear. When the water will disappear, its color will also go. Understood or not? So at the time when this water will disappear, the color will also go, like sodium. Copper sulfate is having how many molecules? 5 molecules. Understood or not? Now sodium carbonate, washing soda crystals. It will contain how many molecules of water? It will contain 10 molecules of water. Na2CO3, 10H2O. It is containing how many molecules of water? 10 molecules of water. Understood or not? It will contain. CuSO4 will contain how many molecules of water? 5 molecules of water. CaSO4 dot 2H2O. It is containing how many molecules of water? 2 molecules of water. Iron sulfate will contain how many molecules of water? 7 molecules of water. Very good, Peter. So this is exactly called as what? Water of crystallization. What it is called as? Water of crystallization. Understood now? So water of crystallization. Iron sulfate crystal will be containing how many molecules of water? 7. It will be containing how many molecules of water? 2. It will be containing how many molecules of water? 10. So definitely they will be containing some water molecules in it. Understood not? So it is considered as what? Water of crystallization. What is considered as? Water of crystallization. So once we have understood, now we are going to understand that copper sulfate, sodium crystal, washing soda, gypsum, whatever names we are taking, these are exactly having different colors. So now look here, some of the colors like copper sulfate is which color? Blue color. Understood? So now copper sulfate will be blue color, write down. Iron one will be green color. Sodium carbonate and calcium crystal is exactly however white. Understood? Now note down this. Names note down one time CuSO4, CuSO4, sodium carbonate and calcium sulfate crystals, they will be white. Magnesium sulfate is also white. Note down the colors, please. Understood? So when cobalt nitrate, what is the color of cobalt nitrate? Pink in color. Write down. Cobalt nitrate will be what color? Pink in color. Cobalt nitrate will be pink in color. Got it? So cobalt nitrate will be pink in color, green color, pink color, yellow color, blue color, green color, brown color will be there. But once you will dehydrate it, will it be color? See, this time, the moment this water, the crystalline, the hydrated water molecules will be there, the moment it will disappear, 5H2O water molecule, then will it be color that time? No. Understood not? It will lose the color. Got it? So once you dehydrate it, the time you are dehydrating it, it will lose the color. The time you are dehydrating it, what will happen with it? It will lose the color. 100% it will do what? It will lose the color. At the time of dehydration, it is exactly losing the color. I hope you might have understood this one, beta. Color will change, no, color will disappear, it will become colorless. Understood not? It will not have the same color, it will become colorless. I hope you might have understood better. It will become what color? It will become colorless. So if you understood, everybody understood? I think CuNaNO3. Cobalt nitrate. CuNaNO3. CO, correct. Right? CO NO3 whole twice, CONO3 whole twice, dot 6H2O. This is cobalt nitrate formula. Note down cobalt nitrate formula CONO3 whole twice 6H2O. This is exactly the formula for cobalt nitrate. Understood? So water of crystallization understood now? Shall we proceed after this water of crystallization? So we understood that what is exactly action of hydrogen. The moment you will heat, it will separate. Now what will be the color? White color. I told you already. The moment it will be it will be dehydrated. It will become the moment the moment crystallized water will be dehydrated, it will become colorless. What will become colorless? Understood? But again, if you will put water, again it will become blue color. Like copper sulfate is what color? See, unhydrated. See, copper sulfate is what color? Blue color. You dehydrated, you heated it, color will lose. So now it is white color. Again, this white color you will put water, again it will become blue color. So this is called hydration and dehydration. At the time when you are eating, it is getting dehydrated. At the time you are eating, what it is becoming? Dehydrated. At the time of eating, it is considered as dehydrated. Again, it will get converted into the color part. So this is the most important part. You must remember this section. Understood? Now I'll go for the next one. Bleaching powder. From here we will start bleaching powder. Come on, we'll start bleaching powder. Check this one out. First is our bleaching powder. Quality of picture is little down. Now look at bleaching powder. What is the formula for bleaching powder, beta? When bleaching powder is obtained, what is the formula for bleaching powder? CaOCl2. Understood? So CaOCl2. How we are getting it? Base. What base? Calcium hydroxide. When it is reacting with chlorine, what you are getting? Bleaching powder. What are the properties of bleaching powder? It is a strong smell of chlorine. It will have. It is soluble in cold water. Remember, they will ask in MCQs. Bleaching powder is soluble in hot water, steam water, cold water, anhydrous water. Like that, they will ask. They will small dissection of chapter is going on in this examination. You remember this one property. If you will miss now, these see the salt section is very important. You remember my words. They will ask like this only. You need to be very careful with every single answer. Every single answer you have to be very clear with. So you need to write down this properties. White powder with a strong smell of chlorine. After that, soluble in which type of water? Cold water. Very clear. It is soluble in which type of water? Cold water. Understood? Soluble in which type of water? Cold water. Remember this part. It is soluble in which type of water? Cold water. This is first part you remember. Second part is it is soluble in cold water. It reacts with dilute acid to produce chlorine. It is reacting with which type of acid? Dilute acid to generate what? Chlorine. Understand now? So here you see bleaching powder react with sulfuric acid. It is making calcium sulfate, chlorine and water. Note down this one. This is again one important information coming on your way. Write down as fast as possible. Next, our adventure will be see. Now, I plan to start what you call revision for all the chapters. Biology, I don't think we need revision. Biology only question answers is enough. Correct, no? So biology chapter question answers we will do. Case studies and all we will do. But physics we need chapter revision. Correct? Metals, non-metal, one thing chapter revision is needed. Carbon compound chapter revision is needed, and then we will do question answers. Physics, light, electricity, magnetism, we will do because I don't think environment chapter we need revision. That need revision only. Correct, no? That question answer sections we will do this, it is more than enough. But we need physics from the beginning. Light chapter, human and colorful world, electricity and magnetism. We will start from this. Carbon compound series we will start. Today this is the fourth one, third video. After this third video, what we will do? I hope you might have understood. So, with a bleaching powder, what are the uses of bleaching? I hope you might have understood. So, bleaching powder, when you will be using bleaching powder, for what we are using? Bleaching, wood, cloth, liner, and industry. Oxidizing agent in industry. Remember, which one will be used? Which one will be used in the manufacturing of chloroform? In making unsinkable wool. So these are exactly some things which we are using. Okay. Note down. See, users part they will get. Remember my words. At that time, they'll not ask. Can see two things. Two things they will ask. One chemical formula they will ask. Understood? Bleaching powder chemical formula. State they will ask. If state they are not asking, then they will ask uses. It is which one is the correct use. That is CBSE forte. That's the very comfortable forte. That's the very comfortable forte for CBSE. They will definitely be asking either uses. Understood now? So in the manufacturing of chloroform, so chloroforms only I am laughing. So whenever, okay, I am moving. Please kindly note down manufacturing of chloroform. I moved. Note down please. Oxidizing agent. Yes, I have to start another class now. Yes, yes. Okay. Super. Then I will give you some. In manufacturing of chloroform, in making unshrinkable wool. So this is exactly the end of the class. Correct? So we are going to keep it there. 8 o'clock again I'll keep. 12th after that. Gap can I give? Say I'm giving gap. After that again 1 hour I'm going to keep your class. Again continuation because I think 4 videos we will make for revision.